What's happening, folks? It's been ages since I've been out in Centre City or even out at night time to shoot street photography, so I'm changing that tonight. I'm also going to try and wear this chest mount thing, shooting with the old XT2 and 56mm lens tonight. It's relatively new to me and I haven't really used it yet. Getting out to shoot felt pretty good tonight, kind of breaking off the rust. And actually this was the very first shot that I took. It's kind of like a B-roll shot. It goes really nice in a photo set. I often gravitate towards these plastic sheets that some shops have on the front of them. I don't think I'd noticed this particular shot before, but I took a little photo just to sort of make a mental note to come back when there's more things happening here. Because it's really dark, I'm shooting wide open at like 1.2 most of the time. My shutter speed was set around 1/200th to start with, and during the night I sort of shifted down to 1/160th, maybe even 1/125th at one point. And my ISO was set to auto, so it was probably really high most of the time, 3200 or above. You may have noticed I've stopped putting the camera settings up on the photos, and I've kind of favoured just telling you the settings or the gist of what I had my camera set at instead. Making the titles for it is just taking up so much time that I decided to cut it out. It helps me to sort of edit faster, kind of streamline the whole thing a little bit. If I find a quicker way to do it in the future, I'll definitely start putting it back in there. I think it's important to point out that a lot of the pictures that I show in these vlogs aren't necessarily pictures that I'm super happy with. But I like to show myself going through that process of just seeing things that might work, trying it out. If it doesn't work, I move on, might come back to the same spot at another time. And just sort of working through that process of trying to find an interesting photo. Here's more of these plastic sheets. I've definitely shot here before, I think in the daytime though, but never really got anything that I loved. This one again, I wish this woman was walking out of there, maybe get her hand coming through. In this case I just liked the light that was coming through this store that was closed. I wish I'd noticed these two walking down in front of me before. I think they were screwing around the whole time. Really cool gesture with the girl's hand up at the guy's neck. And here, I've noticed this steam. This happens a lot in the city, but I don't often see it as thick as this. I wish it was 10 times thicker, to be honest, but I'm just trying to photograph the car headlights coming through and maybe like them backlighting someone walking past. I think this was about the best example that I got, but I kept trying for a few more. I decided to walk up this street that was like closed off to traffic, but you could still, it was open to pedestrians. sat and waited here for a while for this guy to throw the dirt up on the side there. And this one, I absolutely love this photo. Maybe I wish I'd been a little bit closer, but I like the kind of layers that are in it, the soil going across and his head just poking up. It's not something you see every day in the city. I feel like it's kind of a little bit different. I like the light, I like the mood of it. It's cool. I'm happy with this one. Then again, more photos kind of inspired by the work that I've been doing closer to home. Just like the mundane stuff that maybe makes up a nice composition that I can find on the streets. Even these shoe boxes that are lying on the ground here, the kind of light's hitting them really nicely. I'm always trying to photograph people in windows, but it rarely works out well, and this one was no different. I did not really like it. I like the gesture, but that's about it. I was delighted to see this guy carrying this mattress across the street. Quite like this photograph, just the fact that he's carrying two mattresses makes it kind of interesting. I actually turned back here to take pictures of this guy in this window. My body is side on, so you can't see the shot that was taken in the GoPro, but I took 2 or 3 shots here, and I actually like this last one the best because he's obscured his face with that bar, and for some reason I quite like it when people obscure their face and you can just see the gestures. I started messing around with this rainbow sign, trying to get sort of creative shots, but I don't know if anything came out very well. Here are just like the colours of the blue light hitting the walls and then the orange street light. Thought I might be able to get an interesting like puddle reflection sort of abstract type shot here. Had to fiddle around to get the angle right. I eventually got this. It's not good. Woo! Alright, I don't know how well the GoPro worked. What I worry about is that sometimes I'm shooting and I'm kind of sideways and you can't really see what's going on, or my hand was probably blocking the shot a whole bunch of the times. So while you don't have to deal with the whole GoPro tilting around and stuff like that and probably less movement, you probably don't see what I'm actually looking at as much of the time, which means that having it on your head is by far the best solution. Probably going to re-record most of this back home when I'm not in front of a GoPro. So if we're feeling a bit rusty, I think that went pretty well. Probably my favourite photo, at least at this point, is the ones of the roadworks. And weirdly, I also like that first picture that I took in the window of that like bar across the street with the red neon signs. I also changed up the editing a little bit. I went a bit more saturated colour-wise, and I quite like how that turned out. I might experiment with that a little while longer and see if it sticks. Made a couple photo sets of the images from the night, which came out pretty cool. If you want to see any of these pictures closer or not have it in a video, you can check out my Instagram at the Liam Gordon. I'll be posting my favourites there over the next few days. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more photography videos, drop me a comment down below, let me know what you thought, and yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.